Hey guys, welcome back to the JPM Performance channel. It's of course once again time for a shop tour. Today we're going to bookend two really cool things. So we've got next level shocks. We've got on the front side we've got we're going to finish up our discussion on the Endurance Integra. And as a racer, as most of you know, when it comes to appearance, you're generally used to 10 feet, 100 miles an hour, looking pretty good. I've got something down at the other end of the shop that is probably the best looking thing I've seen in a long time. Here we are, rolling through January 22nd. This week and next week, and then it's going to be February already. So, lots to talk about in the shop today, lots to discuss and show you guys. So last week we were talking about some shocks that I had sitting on the bench. Today we've got our replacement for those shocks. So I packed up and shipped out those AFCOs, the double adjustable AFCO racing shocks. Those sold in one day. So our deal of the week thing is coming, but I don't know that I have a deal of the week this week, but it worked last week. So anyway, MCS, motion control suspension. So this is kind of what I push these days. This is what I like. This is what's in my car. They're kind of next level, you know. Now, I'm not going to tell you they're the cheapest thing in the world, but they're really something. So what we have here, and this is what we're going to put on Mark McAllister's car. This is a rear shock. So this is a rear. You can see the fronts are a little bit longer. But here's a really interesting thing. Now, everybody's used to knobs on shocks. So we've got our adjustment knob here, goes back and forth. But what's cool here is right now we're in rebound. We press this center pin, it pops up. Now we're in compression. So I can easily change compression and rebound from the top of the shock, under the hood, under the deck lid in the back. That is cool. Now, they say, run. Can you see what it says there? Here, let me hold it from the top. Run damper in rebound position. So the thing that and they send you these stickers. So what you should probably do is stick this sticker next to your shock so you can remember which way's which. But we run them in the rebound position. But this is, man, that makes it so easy to adjust. And these shocks are so awesome. I just can't say enough about them. So as soon as I have an opportunity to get Mark's car onto the lift, which I'm hoping is very soon, we'll get these installed and then we'll get our corner weight and alignment done. Now, as you know, I've been waiting on some bits and pieces for the Endurance Integra. So you can see that the engine is installed all the way. The new transmission, brand new transmission is installed, hooked up, axles, suspension are done. And what just came in, and I know we've talked about this before, remember when we were talking about the header wrap a few weeks ago? And I ripped it off and I sent this header out to Jet Hot. Look how beautiful this thing is. So this thing gets coated on the inside and out. And this will do two things. It will lower your underhood temperatures and it will preserve your header. And it's really not that expensive. I mean, and it's just beautiful. So just getting ready to slip this up into place, get the exhaust hooked up, and we will have this thing running today. I need to get it onto the dyno because we got some cold weather coming to Topeka in the next few days. So we're going to talk more about that here in a little bit. Now, as you can see, Mark McAllister's car is sitting on my dolly. No suspension, but I've got this cool furniture dolly that I can slide under these cars and spin them around, kind of like the ones that I used to use on the Camaro. So, car's looking good. We're going to get the suspension on it and going to be looking really good. Now, one of the really cool things for this week is the Rocketeer engine. So we're going to do a complete description on the motor on the Rocketeer playlist. So keep your eyes open for that. But what a beautiful all aluminum V6. Getting it trimmed out, getting it ready to go, and missing a couple parts still. But this is a lot of progress that we have not seen over many months. So I'm looking forward to that. You can still, I still kind of have my bit of a mess here. Now, here's what I wanted you guys to see down on this end of the shop. Check out the body and the paint on this Miata. So this is my 99 Miata. I actually purchased this car from Rick Harris. And the car needed some love. It had some rust along the rockers, and we decided to strip it completely down and completely redo the body and paint. And I've never seen a Miata that looks this good. I mean, certainly not a race car. These guys fixed all the little dents, all the problems. Really fresh base coat, clear coat, factory red Miata color. I could not be happier. Shout out this week to Sunflower Body Shop here in Topeka. You guys need a really quality job done to your car, no matter what it is. These guys help me with fiberglass work. They help me with street cars, race cars. I can't say enough about them. So, as soon as I get the first red Miata conversion done, we'll be getting into converting this car as well. But being as we're coming into the spring here, got a lot of work to do in the shop. So this is going to be something that I'm going to chip on here as I get room in the shop and as I get time. So gorgeous. Every time I look at it, I'm just kind of blown away how good the paint job is. Now, Mazda 2 update. Lots of good things have happened to the Mazda 2, including my cooling system is all put together. So I don't have the stock radiator, or the radiator that was in the car here, because they didn't send it back yet. But if you get down here and take a look, I can tell you this. The radiator ended right here at this brace. So it was this wide, and it was half as thick as this one. So this is the same core. A lot of you that run Miatas know about the Springfield dyno radiators that all the Spec Miata guys run, because all a Spec Miata does is run in the draft. So Jim Drago at East Street Racing, who now builds those radiators. Sam Henry originally designed them from Springfield Dyno. Now they're East Street Racing radiators. Jim had his radiator guy build me this thing, and it goes into the factory pins. So factory pins in the bottom, factory pins in the top. I'm going to have to redo my hoses a little bit, which is what I'm in the middle of doing. But wow, I couldn't be happier with that. So I decided, since the radiator is so massive, I was going to put my new oil cooler right in front. So mounted it right to this lower piece. We've got all new oil lines. Man, I could not be happier with the way that this looks and is going to work out. There's no way that this is not going to work. This is going to work. Now, we had been talking about the bodywork, and Perry's going to be done with it. The problem is, and for any of you that live in the Midwest, there's a storm coming into Oklahoma on Friday, and they're expecting like between 9 and 15 inches of snow in Tulsa. Well, guess how I get to Perry Simon's place in Texas? Straight through Tulsa. It's not going to happen this week, guys. Not going to happen at all. So, unfortunately, we're on a little bit of a delay when it comes to that. But there's another thing that I wanted to show you. Last week, remember how we were talking about the catch can? So, got the catch can mounted to the plate with proper AN fittings here and here. Basically, I'm hooked up. These are the coil wires here. The next thing I need to do is work on my new air box. So I kind of removed everything that's going to be here, because I'm going to build a new air box for this and see if I can get more fresh air. So I've still got lots of work to do, but this is really good progress for the week, I think. So chipping away, chipping away. It's kind of funny. We remember how we used to talk about Mazda 2 valves and how they just never came and never came and never came. I did get confirmation that the axles shipped, but it wasn't until Friday. And with Martin Luther King Day on Monday, I expect them here today. So hopefully next week we're going to see a suspension put together, hoses installed, and the beginnings of an airbox while I'm waiting on the opportunity to go down to Texas. I'm going to get delayed yet another week. It is what it is. When you're trying to travel across the country this time of year, especially in the Midwest, generally north of Texas, you can run into some bad weather. So that's what we're dealing with now. It's going to be extremely bitter cold here in Topeka this weekend and all across the Midwest. So you guys stay warm out there. Stay inside and work on your race cars. That's what you should be doing anyway. I appreciate you watching. Like every week, keep after it. Have a great rest of your week and take care. Thank you.